So Chris, for those that are moving in from out of the area, like out of the state or maybe from different counties, there's been a lot of conversation about like tax rates and like what can I anticipate, and specifically about Mello Roos. What do you have to say about that?
Well, the biggest thing about Mello Roos is it's not everywhere, it's not city specific, it's community specific. And out here, Menifee, Murrieta, Temecula, we build a lot of new homes, a lot of new home communities. And they need schools, they need infrastructure, they need police stations, stuff like that.
Sewer systems, sidewalks, parks.
All that's parks. Parks is a big one out here. So what they do is they get a Mello Roos, it's also called a CFD bond. And the bond is a pool of money that is passed on to the homeowners to pay for those things. Now, a lot of people come and they come to me with a pre-approval from a lender that's not in the area. And they say, yeah, we're pre-approved to this dollar amount. And I say, well, is that at a 1.25% tax rate? And they're like, well, why would you say that? I said, because out here on those newer communities, most of them are about 2% actually, sometimes higher than 2.
And with HOAs, sometimes.
Yeah, well, the HOAs can get up to a couple $100s in the area. So when you factor in all that, your pre-qualification for $600,000 is more like $550 or $500 because that's boosting your payment a couple $100s a month. So it's very important to know that when you're buying a home in our area, you got to account for those taxes and for those higher HOAs. Typically, my rule of thumb, anything built after 2002 probably has a Mello Roos, some sort of Mello Roos. And it could go from a couple $100s a year to literally $6,000, $7,000 a year.
And does the Mello Roos expire?
It eventually expires. The bond is typically, they started to be 20, 25 years. I'm seeing them as high as 40 years now. Some of the newer communities
and they can renew them too, right?
They can. I would say that's pretty rare, but yeah, they can renew them. They can go up as much as 2% per year. So you just got to kind of, when you're moving into our area, you got to kind of watch for that and budget for that. You are definitely getting a newer home, which is great. I think most of the people move to our area because they're getting a newer, bigger home as opposed to what they can get in, say, a San Diego or LA County. But it's going to cost you. And
it's like a balance of quality of life, then also with the payment and finding the blend there. I think that's one of the reasons why people really like working with you.
Right. And as far as you go, you already know my area. So when they're working with you, they already know, hey, I got to account for this extra couple $100s a month. And you've already explained that to them, as well as I have, because it's a team effort. So we both get together and put together a plan in order for them to be comfortable with their monthly payment going forward.